So yesterday was a rather tough day. The best way I can describe it is that me and the universe had to have a little sit down. Some people might call it a coming to Jesus. That's not what I had per se, but maybe. So what I really had to learn yesterday was that, there are people who will say, oh, I believe in angels, but I don't believe in demons. Okay, well, that's not possible. It's just not. And I think that's a big, delusion with humans everywhere. You can never have only good, and vice versa. You can't only have bad. It's not always going to be bad. There's going to be days where it's going to be good, regardless of if most of them are bad. I can say that. I mean, sometimes people go through, a cycle of just crap, and it can seem like it's all dark. But what I found, what I really had to do during those times is tune in to myself, listen to my intuition, because there's a lesson. There's no such thing as coincidences. That's a lie. That's a control mechanism, and it works, unfortunately. But in this universe, we are not coincidental. That doesn't even go together. So we have this big, even if we go off of just what is the norm, which is religion, I'll just say it, it still doesn't make sense. Because if, there's a Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, that was how creation was made. That's everything, whatever, Alpha, Omega, all that stuff. Coincidences still wouldn't make sense because it doesn't make sense. And so they're not real. And there's really nothing anybody can say to change my mind. So if you don't agree with that, that's fine. You don't want to hear anything else I have to say, I hope you have a great day, move along. But coincidences aren't real. So, everything that we go through is for a reason. And I know everyone has probably heard the saying, it's either a blessing or a lesson. And that is facts. You can either learn something or not. And when you don't, you'll come back around again, and that same issue will just keep coming up until you pass that test. Those aren't coincidences. Those are tests. And in Earth School, you have to pass those tests in order to ascend, transcend, whatever you want to call it, awaken, however you want to word it. It doesn't matter. So with that being said, I learned I need my demons, and I also need my angels. And you cannot have light without dark. You can't have dark without light. You need every single aspect of that, of yourself to get through whatever tests that you're gonna come across during your Earth School experience. So why not try to learn it the first time, so you don't have to keep doing the same shit over and over again? Because as we all know, that is the definition of insanity. You keep doing the same actions over and over again, expecting a different result. Doesn't happen. So another thing, especially last night and yesterday, I just try to remind myself, joy comes in the morning. It will come in the morning. Just get through it, cry it out. It's good for you. You know, just joy will come in the morning. So, you know, whatever you got to do to get through the night, do it, because in the morning it's going to be almost irrelevant for most of the issues, at least for mine. I was going to wait until later to record this video because obviously it's hot in here and there's nowhere to sit. And so but I couldn't wait because I literally have almost hit birds 3 separate times this morning, and one of them I did actually hit, but it made it. Like, I was like, oh, okay, all right, don't shoot the messenger, you know, you don't have to shoot the messenger or hit him with a car. Like, I got it, I'll do it. So you know, I'm just trying to follow that divine instruction, and hopefully this will help somebody get through, you know, a hard time, or maybe just give them a little bit of positivity or encouragement to keep going. Don't give up. You know, everything's a test, and the more tests you pass, it does get a little bit easier. It just gets a little weirder, okay? A little more strange, but it is a little bit easier because you'll have the insight, you know, and if you just pay attention, you'll start to see the patterns, and it's crazy, but we'll save that for another time. But yeah, you'll see the patterns. And I hope this helps somebody, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.